Let's talk about stinging nettle. Yeah, that aggressive little plant that reaches out and smacks you just for walking by. But get this, while it might seem rude in the wild, in the garden, it's a straight-up superfood and a pest deterrent rolled into one. Think of it like the mean kid from high school who grew up and became a doctor. Nettle's got the goods. First things first, gloves. Like actual gardening gloves. No bare hands. Nettles are called stinging for a reason. They're covered in tiny hypodermic needles that deliver formic acid and histamine. But don't worry, once they're brewed into tea, they lose the attitude and turn into liquid gold. Now, go out and harvest a bunch of fresh green nettle tops. You want the tender upper growth, especially in spring and early summer when the plant is rich in nutrients. You'll need around 1 gallon-sized bag loosely packed. You don't need to weigh it down to the gram here. It's a folk recipe, not a chemistry final. Now grab yourself a 5-gallon bucket or anything you've got with a lid. Plastic food safe is ideal. Toss the chopped nettles in and fill it up with non-chlorinated water. Don't use water straight from the tap unless you let it sit out for 24 hours to off-gas the chlorine. Chlorine equals microbe murder. Now cover that bucket and let it steep. Here's where your brew time changes the strength. Steep for 2 to 3 days if you want a mild, ready-to-go foliar spray. Steep for 10 to 14 days if you want a concentrated tea that you can dilute later. Just a heads up. After a week, this stuff will smell like swamp farts mixed with gym socks. And that's how you know it's getting good. If your dog won't go near the bucket, you're doing it right. Once it's done steeping, strain out the solids using cheesecloth, an old t-shirt, or a mesh strainer. Don't toss those solids. They're excellent for your compost pile or mulching around plants. Now for the dilution. If you made a strong brew, dilute it at a ratio of 1 to 10. That's 1 cup of nettle tea for every 10 cups of water, or about 1 quart per 2.5 gallons. If you did a quick brew, you might not even need to dilute it. Just go easy the first time to see how your plants respond. Here's the magic. You can use nettle tea as both a foliar spray and a soil drench. For a foliar spray, just spray it directly on the leaves during veg stage or early flower. Avoid spraying buds in late flower to prevent mold. Do it at sundown or lights out, never during peak sun or light. For a soil drench, pour it right into the root zone to feed the soil and your plant. Use it once every 1 to 2 weeks during veg and early flower. If your plants are loving it, deep green leaves, perky growth, pest resistance, keep it in the rotation. Let's break it down. Nitrogen fuels leafy green growth, especially in veg. Iron is crucial for chlorophyll production and enzyme function. Silica strengthens stems and helps plants resist stress and disease. Calcium and magnesium help with cell structure, photosynthesis, and nutrient balance. Nettles even contain trace amounts of plant hormones like auxins and gibberellins, which are natural plant growth boosters. There are also natural compounds in nettle that help deter aphids, spider mites, and fungal gnats. It's not a pesticide, but it strengthens your plant's immunity and makes it less attractive to pests. Basically, nettle tea is like a green smoothie plus multivitamin plus bug spray, all brewed in a bucket. Best part, it's free. Stinging nettles grow like crazy in disturbed soils, woods, creek beds, and even abandoned lots. It's a wild-crafted fertilizer, sustainable, local, and DIY to the bone. You don't need a credit card, just some gloves and a sense of adventure. And yes, you can mix it with other inputs too. Add a splash of compost tea, a dash of seaweed extract, or a little bit of unsulfured molasses for a full microbial party. So if your plants are looking tired, pale, or bugged out, give them a boost with nettle tea. They'll thank you with lush leaves, sturdy stems, and that I'm thriving energy. If you dig these kinds of wild garden potions, hit that like button, subscribe to the Growers Tips channel, and ring the bell so you never miss a dose of DIY garden magic. Now go brew some swamp soup and turn your grow into a jungle.